she was there on the floor for a while. So when they found her, it was like a couple of days. And then being that she was on the floor for so long, and then when she came up to my unit, her hair was so knotted, like it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim Amazen. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have the lovely Leslie here with me, and we're gonna be discussing CNA versus PCT. Now you guys probably remember Leslie.
CCT.
Oh, CCT. My apologies. You guys remember Leslie from my previous videos with me in Jamaica. You know, she came to Jamaica with me. So now we're doing a sit down because she's a CCT and I'm a CNA. So what's
Hi,
a CCT?
Amazen fans. Well, for where I work, the acronym is CCT, and it stands for Clinical Care Technician. So basically, my job description is patient care as always, and you have to do vitals as in blood pressure, temperature, heart rate, blood sugar. You have to be a phlebotomist. Well, you don't have to. You have to have some form of training in phlebotomy. So you have to draw blood, and you have to have some form of training in taking EKGs on the patients.
Okay.
So it's a lot of things. It's kind of similar to yours, but ours is more in depth, I guess.
Okay. And a CNA is a certified nursing assistant, and with CNA I bathe the patient, do their morning care, I check up on them. I don't do any blood, like drawing any blood. I don't do temperature. The nurse, do all of that. So I feel like the PCT the CCT, I'm sorry, because PCT is for the kids.
Yeah, we have two different ones. We have, for one side, we have PCT, that's pediatric care technician. And technically, you guys are certified.
Yeah.
You don't have to be certified in where I work to do. You don't have to be a certified. The job certifies you, so you don't have to go to school to get certified. It's a bonus when you do, because I am a phlebotomist also. I'm certified to do that.
Okay.
And I went to school to be a nursing assistant also, so I am a certified nursing assistant too. It helps with pay, but other than that, my job doesn't require you to be certified by the state. So with that being said, they just train you. But yeah.
So my next question, what was your work environment like, working in the hospital at the CCT?
Well, it's always, every day is different for me. Some days it falls on your team members for me, because if the nurses don't work with you, everything is crazy, because sometimes they have their own workload to do, and I understand. But in my facility, I'm allowed to have up to 20 patients, sometimes more if we're short. But the nurses there, they have 7 patients. But comparing to my 20, it's a lot of work. So imagine you have to bathe the patients that needs that type of assistance, to be bathed and to be fed. And then they want you to make sure the blood pressures are done and temperatures done in the mornings, and you got to do that twice a day.
Wow.
So every 4 hours that has to be done. So that it depends on what unit you're on. If you're on a cardiac unit, they want it done every 4 hours. Certain units, they're not so stringent on how many times you get that done. But when it's critical, like heart patients and stuff like that, they want you to get that done all the time, especially if the patient is in like some form of medical distress. I'll say, maybe I'm using the wrong word, but for me, it was really hectic, because it was almost every day was something different, something crazy. And then you got to do paperwork for everything you do with the patient. You got to put it in the computer during the day, at the end of your shift, everything what you did for the patient, everything they ate, everything they drank, whatever they put out. You have to make sure you document that. And to me, that was a lot of work for me, so it was very hectic.
Wow, and 20 patients, that's a lot.
Yes.
So my work environment, sometimes it can be friendly, depends, on who you're working with. But I have situation where, you know, you might ask for help and, you know, some people be like, they're too busy to help.
Yeah.
But we try our best to work together. So we work with nurses. If I see the manager, I'll ask for help. But I have situation where I ask for help and, you know, a person might be like, okay, am I the only one working here? So I have situation like that.
Right.
But we use the Hoyer lift a lot, and with the Hoyer lift, it has to be 2 person. So it doesn't matter if a person is busy, you have to wait until you get assistance with the Hoyer lift. You cannot use the Hoyer lift by yourself. And in the state of New Jersey, we're supposed to have what? The maximum 8 patients. 8 patients so with
to 1 CNA.
8 patients to 1 CNA. And most time I have 7. Probably have like, you know, 1 or 2 that can do themselves. So, you know, not a lot of work. But yes.
I guess that's probably why in my facility, you know, I'm assuming maybe they don't want you to be, not saying they don't want to call it a CNA, they just made their own acronym, because if they did that, you know, we all would have had to do everything that's required by the state. But it's never like that in my facilities. You always get more patients than you're normally supposed to have. And to me, I don't understand how a facility will be okay with one person having 20 patients, and then on top of that, take care of them to your best ability. There's no way you could be in 20 different rooms at the same time. And then even with we have all those stuff, the Hoyer lift, there's another one,
we have the sit-to stand.
Yeah, the sit-to stand, all of that stuff, and the way where it's positioned, sometimes it's so far away that you don't even have the time to go get it to come back, you know, to do it. So then you're there trying to get stuff done, and then you could hurt yourself in the process. But it's to me, it all boils down to teamwork and who you work with, and just people just need to just like work with each other.
Yes,
because it's very hard.
That's so true. So we are going to our next question is, what are some of the challenges and reward as a CCT?
Okay, my challenges are sometimes, being that our facility is not a long-term facility, that you don't get to bond with the patient right away, and then and that's one of the challenges. So you don't bond with them that much, and then being that I have so many patients, it's so hard to connect, to know them personally, or to just to get an understanding, because sometimes, you know, like they might have just that one bad day, and then being that one bad day, and then you interact with them, you know, you think that patient's so nasty, and you want to make sure you stay away from them, and maybe that patient's like really nice, but being that they had that bad day, you know, it just, the first impression just makes you feel crazy. But then the rewards is, I can remember one time, this one lady, she fell at home, and then she was there on the floor for a while. So when they found her, it was like a couple of days. And then being that she was on the floor for so long, and then when she came up to my unit, her hair was so knotted, like it was so hard to comb it out. So I don't know why, but she just made me feel like so warm inside when she spoke to me. She was so nice, and her voice was so soft when she spoke. And then I felt so bad that there was nobody there to help her. So I made sure I stayed late that day, and I helped her. I washed her hair. I combed it out. I tried my hardest to comb it out as much as I could, because it was so knotted, and I braided it for her. And when she finally left my unit, she sent me a card thanking me for everything that I did, and the hospital recognized me for that one good deed that I did. And it made me feel so good that I did something nice for somebody. Like, a lot of people wouldn't take it as nothing. You comb somebody hair, whatever. But for her, I guess it felt good that somebody took their time, you know, other than it's not just work, not the stuff that I'm supposed to do. I did something that was out of my my requirements, basically. So that was very nice, and I still have that card up to this day. That she really thanked me. She and then being that it got recognized by the hospital that I was that I worked, and they nominated me for Employee of the Month.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
That was really rewarding. Yeah.
To be real with you, my challenges that I face is on the job is like if I have to go to work and then I start working and then maybe somebody called out and they didn't realize that somebody called out, then I have to be taken off my assignment to go somewhere else to start all over.
Yeah.
Like I always have a challenge with that because I'm like, no, I already did 2 patients and now I have to go on a different assignment and start all over
again.
So that's always been like a challenge for me.
Yeah.
And I think a reward, that I like working at my job is that I get to bond with patients, and I love to talk to my patients and ask them, like when they was younger, what they used to do. Like, I love to hear stories like that. I like to hear my patients' stories. So I love to work on long term because on long term I have a bond with them.
Yes.
And rehab, I get floated on rehab, but I think on rehab, they're just there for a short period of time and then they leave. And then, I don't get to see them. But on long term, I have that bond where I know what this patient like, what they don't like. So, I like working on long term. And that's one of the rewards, that I love. It's just changing somebody's life and just making sure that they're happy. Yeah. And with me, I love to do nails. So when I go to work, like, I try to finish my assignment on time just to go and do the nails.
Yes.
So now we're about to talk about the pay. Like, how much... CCT pay like started off.
I guess well,
in New Jersey, we're talking about New Jersey.
Okay.
We live in the state of New Jersey, so we're talking for New Jersey.
Yes.
And every state is different.
That's true. For my facility now, I think right now they're doing mainly the more experience you have, the better it is for you. The more certification you have, the better it is for you. So the pay is different. But I know now somebody fresh coming in will probably make $21 starting 20. And then again, right now it depends if you have any form of certification, any experience, then you'll get bumped up even more. Because I remember when I started at $13.50, and then I mean obviously I'm up way more than that now, being that I'm certified with certified phlebotomy, and I'm a certified CNA. Right now I'm trying to see if I could go get my EKG license, and that would help me to go up a little bit more than what I am now. So so starting now I think it's $22.
Starting rate in New Jersey is $18, but in some facility you can get paid more based on your experience.
Yes.
Amazen fam, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and just listening to us talk about CNA versus CCT. It was a pleasure for you guys to join us.
Thank you, Amazen fans.
I want to thank Leslie again for coming to do a sit down to explain CCT, and she's been in the hospital for 11 years working as a CCT.
Yes.
I've been a CNA for 14 years, so you're talking about experience over here. We have all the experience. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and till next time, my Amazen fam, have a wonderful day, night, bye.